One friend says to another, how'd you make out with the ad you put in the paper looking for a new husband? Any luck with it? Friend says, I got 200 people that responded back, you can have mine. That was a huge chunk of ice that just fell off. I think that's the last one. You're welcome. Alright, so we're going to continue on with this cathedral ceiling. As you can see, these are 1x8 shiplap, 8-foot length pine boards. And this here's the seam right here covering it. The reason why they're not staggered is because we basically have no waste at all doing it this way. And there's a plan to have a false beam up the middle. So that's why that's there. You may be wondering, why am I saying this again? Well, the last video I didn't say it. Somebody said it again. So I have to say it at the start. So now we're going to put them up over here. This is the last section, and this is probably about a third left. So we're going to work on that today. Going to take these off. These are just acting as strapping, these two pieces of pine. And they were just up to hold up the insulation just in case there was a wind gust through the vents or something. For some reason it decided to come blowing down on us. But it was stapled to death, so that probably wouldn't have happened, but we did it just as a precaution. Now we're going to take them down, and we're actually putting them on that other wall that Ashley started that you can see at the top here somewhere. I'll put a link if you want to check that out. It was the video from yesterday. If you're watching this like 2 months later, it's not though, it's up here. Oh yeah, I actually cut my hair, look. Not too bad. They're not doing the cuts on base right now because of the lockdown. If you're watching this currently, March 23rd, 2020, they're not cutting hair on base right now because of the whole CV issue, Corona issue. So she did it, man, she did pretty good. Just watch the video. Well, she did it. Went through the steps, did well. Quite impressed with her. She can do a lot of stuff. I set up the ladder and you take it. You know how hard it was to get the rest of these boards here? I had looked online and it said in Moncton, which is if you don't know Moncton anyway, it's a city in New Brunswick. I checked, there was 130 online. So I was like, oh, perfect. Well, I learned my lesson to call the store. Don't just go off by the online numbers. Because I drove there and I got there and there was 7 good ones on the shelf. There was maybe 20 total, 7 that were any good that weren't cracked and all beat to crap. So then I asked the guy, I was like, man, it says there's 130 online. And he's like, yeah, somebody ordered a pallet of them or something and we lost the pallet. So we don't know where it's at. So it's still reading online that we have them. I was like, well, shit, don't you think you should probably friggin' say that? Anyways, didn't happen. So once I seen there was only 7, I just left. And on my way out, I seen the guy. I said, yeah, there was only 7 good ones. So I was going to just take what I could get, but they didn't even have it, what I needed. They needed 28. They didn't need a whole pile. So I thought if it said they have 130, they're going to have 28. But they didn't. Anyways, on my way out, I seen the guy. I was like, yeah, there's only 7 of them, so I'm not going to bother. And he's like, hey, do you need those today or what? I was like, yeah, that's friggin'. That's why I'm here. I'm not coming in the middle of a coronavirus without needing boards. You know what I mean? That is irrelevant. He still didn't have them. And I was coming from like an hour and a half away. Anyways, so then I called Ashley. She called the Home Depot in St. John. We had already checked the Fredericton one. Fredericton don't have one. There's 3 big, I'd say 3 big cities in New Brunswick. They're not big. They have like, 100,000 people or whatever. I don't know the exact numbers, so it doesn't matter. You can look it up. Moncton, St. John, and Fredericton. None of them are big cities at all. But they're the biggest ones in New Brunswick. They're the only ones with a Home Depot around here. We had already checked Fredericton, didn't have them. That's where we got them all along. All these are from Fredericton, Home Depot. So I got her to call St. John. St. John, they had 56 or something like that. So it's almost double what I needed. I needed 28. Well, I drove there, and they're only letting so many people in the store at a time, which they weren't doing in the other ones, because of what's going on. Anyways, finally, when I get in there was legitimately, I picked through them, And I think I might have had 20 on the cart. And then I checked the friggin', I had to go back and start going through the ones I already picked through to pick up 8 more because of how crappy they were. They're just like, I mean, they're not, I picked out, these will work perfectly fine, but I was starting to pick ones at the end with some imperfections on one end. So I'll be like, well, that'll be the end I'll cut for this side because we cut a bit on one side. So, man, I almost didn't get them there. That's an all New Brunswick, 28 boards. But we got a mill that we're possibly going to work with a bit more going forward, like once we're done this here. For siding, for other boards in the house, things like that, there's a mill little ways away. Probably the same distance as all those, but it's a little mill where we can order exactly what we want. So that'll be perfect. So yeah, doing that, that's like to go from here to Moncton's like an hour and a half. And then to Moncton to St. John's like another hour and a half. And then to come back home is another hour and a half. I think I left at 10 in the morning and got back around 6 at night, just driving around looking for boards. Good day, but we got them. So that's good. So what I'm getting at is Home Depot, sort your out online.
Yeah. Home Depot Moncton. The other ones were good.
Yeah, but holy frig, if I wanted 50 boards,
yeah,
there's not 50 good ones.
No.
Like I was considering ordering them online, remember?
Yeah.
Imagine you ordered them online, then you show up and somebody threw that garbage in there.
Yeah.
What if I had ordered them online? Because I could have ordered them online and bought them through the Moncton one.
Yeah.
And then I show up and they don't even have them and I already bought them.
I know.
Hey?
I know.
I'm not no tomato can you kick around.
I know!
What the?
I'll just tell you, you'd have to come back and pick them up later. You good? You good?
I'm good, yeah.
Yeah.
Next one?
Yeah. Jamaica.
I said it.
Take you to Bermuda.
Yeah, right. All right.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come.
No, I want to go to the Bahamas. Let's go, holiday.
Probably get a plane ticket for $10.
Yeah.
Just come back out here, be quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and so all you gotta do, we're good. You forgot the board.
Oh,
You brought yourself up and no board.
I bought the screws and nails, pardon me, and a gun. Why don't you have the board?
I'm already up here, bud.
That's it.
Yup.
Still be real.
Okay.
Ring of fire. Gotta wear a hard hat this time.
Yeah.
Shocker.
It's hard to be ready in this spot. I'm in a weird spot. Look good, I'm sure.
That's it for today, right? We got that half done there, so we just have this little corner left.
Yay!
That's
And
pretty
then
good.
trim it out.
Yeah, kind of got a late start on it today.
And I'm hungry. I want to start cooking supper.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too.
Yeah.
Gotta go check the trail cam, see what's up out there. If there's something on there, I'll be sure to share it in the next video if there's something cool. Hopefully there is. Man, haven't seen much on there in a while.
No, we haven't. Well, we saw that Fisher a few times, right, on there? That's the
Once.
last thing we
We've
saw.
seen the Fisher on there once, and then we've seen Tracks. But he's gone now. He's not even around
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
He gone. He did that last year too.
gone.
He was here for like passed through down there. I seen it go by, and that was at least a year ago that I seen that go by, and then so he's gone. But well, I really want to see the moose, honestly.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, bear will be back out. So I'm really looking forward to that because I picked up my bear tag this year, and you get 2 months of bear season in the spring and the same in the fall, something like that, give or take, right? I know the exact dates. It's somewhere around the end, near the end of April. Last 2 weeks, April 20th, 19th, something like that, is the first when bear season starts. I can't wait.
Yeah, me either.
So the spring bear hunt's the good fur hunt, the good
Yeah.
pelt, and then the fall's the good meat one.
I'm excited for both.
Anyways,
It'll be awesome. Get a
it's
bear.
Gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm actually super pumped about that.
Yeah, for sure.
So can't sit around waiting for moose tags forever.
No.
All right.
See ya in the next one.
See you later.